Hey guys, it's Carrie. In the wild, every day is a fight for survival. From the mighty lion stalking a towering giraffe to a relentless African wild dog pack attacking a rhino, and even a polar bear's brutal battle with a walrus. These raw and graphic encounters reveal the brutal truth of nature's survival of the fittest. Lion versus giraffe. They know that taking down a giraffe is a high-risk, high-reward gamble. The giraffe's towering height and long legs give it a huge advantage. With one well-placed kick, a giraffe can seriously injure or even kill a lion. But hunger pushes the pride to take the chance. Lions will stalk silently, coordinating a carefully timed ambush, aiming to strike the giraffe's vulnerable legs or neck, where they can bring it down before it uses its deadly kicks. When the attack begins, the lions explode from cover with explosive speed, claws extended and jaws ready. For the lions, a successful kill means food to fuel their pride, energy to protect their territory, and the chance to keep their lineage alive. Every hunt is dangerous, where power, strategy, and courage collide in a fight to survive and thrive in one of nature's harshest arenas. When under attack, the giraffe, with its long neck and sharp hooves, fights fiercely to survive, whipping its legs in wide, powerful arcs. Some lions may be flung flying by the force of a well-timed kick, and others risk deeper injury trying to get close. Despite these dangers, lions rely on teamwork and persistence. Lion versus zebra. These lions are thinking about taking a zebra down. Let's set the scene. In the sun-scorched savannah, hunger sharpens every instinct. A lone lion crouches low in the tall grass, eyes locked on a solo zebra grazing just beyond the brush. Every breath is measured, every muscle coiled like a spring. This isn't just a hunt, it's a race against starvation. The zebra is alert, powerful and fast, but the lion has something else on its side: precision, patience and desperation. The moment the wind shifts in the lion's favor, the chase is on. With a deafening burst of speed, the lion explodes forward, paws pounding the earth in a blur. The zebra bolts, hooves kicking up dust, but the lion is closing in fast. In one brutal leap, it crashes into the zebra's side, claws tearing into flesh, blood sprays into the air as the lion sinks its jaws into the zebra's neck, clamping down with deadly force. Zebra fights involve a lot of kicking and biting. Sometimes they'll spin around and launch powerful kicks with their back legs, strong enough to injure a predator or knock down a rival. Zebras are also incredible travelers. Some species migrate over 500 kilometers in search of fresh grass and water. They stick together to protect each other from predators, with stallions guarding the rear and mothers keeping their foals in the center. This moment of blood and dust is the lion's truth: kill or die, hunt or starve. Rhino versus African wild dogs. Let's set the scene. When a pack of African wild dogs surround a rhino, things get tense fast. The dogs are agile and relentless, bark and snap from all sides, trying to confuse and exhaust the massive herbivore. But this isn't a helpless victim. It's a fully grown armored tank of muscle and horn. With a deep, echoing grunt, the rhino lowers its massive head and charges. The moment is explosive. Some of the wild dogs are caught off guard and launched into the air, tumbling across the dusty savanna. Another tries to bite the rhino's thick flank, but gets clipped by the swinging horn and rolls across the ground, blood trailing in the dirt. The rhino thrashes and spins, trampling the ground with shocking power. Its survival instinct kicks in with terrifying force. This is no passive grazer. It's a beast evolved for war. Blood stains the ground as the dogs begin to retreat, realizing they've underestimated their prey. The battle is raw, a living example of survival of the fittest. The rhino's size, strength, and armor-like hide are more than enough to defend itself, but it's the sheer determination to survive that turns the tide. In this brutal clash, it's not just about who's hungry, it's about who's willing to fight harder to stay alive. Even in the face of a pack, the rhino proves that when survival is on the line, power, fury, and resilience can win the day. Wolf pack versus polar bear. In the harsh, icy wilderness, survival isn't about strength alone. It's about numbers, strategy, and instinct. When a hungry wolf pack catches the scent of a weakened or isolated polar bear, the odds shift in their favor. Wolves don't rely on brute force, they work as a coordinated team. The lead wolves lunge first, snapping at the bear's hind legs to test its reactions and wear it down. Others circle quickly, looking for an opening to bite at exposed flesh. Blood begins to stain the snow, and the pack keeps the bear turning and defending from all sides. It's not a quick kill, it's an exhausting battle of attrition, and the wolves know how to drag it out. The polar bear, normally a top predator, finds itself outmatched, not in power, but in persistence. Its massive paws can strike a wolf down with one blow, and its jaws are strong enough to crush bone, but it can't face them all at once. As it turns to bite one wolf, another darts in. Each bite weakens the bear further. This brutal outcome might have been avoided. Polar bears rarely face wolf attacks unless they're injured, starving, or caught off guard. If the bear had stayed near the shoreline, where wolves are less likely to travel, or avoided exposing itself while scavenging inland, it may have remained unchallenged. In the wild, even apex predators must read the landscape and stay alert. A moment's vulnerability, an injury, isolation, or misstep can flip the food chain. In the Arctic, survival belongs not just to the strongest, but to the smartest and most aware. Blood loss and fatigue begin to take their toll. This is where the wolves excel, not in speed or size, but in never letting up. Eventually the bear collapses, its energy spent. The wolves move in for the final assault, tearing at flesh, claiming their prize. For them, it's not cruelty, it's survival. Walrus? They are armed with tusks that can tear open a predator's flesh. A polar bear knows a head-on attack would be suicide. The polar bear uses wind direction and snow drifts to stay hidden. Then when the moment is right, it strikes, charging from behind with shocking speed for such a massive predator. The walrus barely has time to react before the bear slams into it, claws digging deep into its thick blubber. Thanks for watching. If you love these epic predator versus prey battles, hit subscribe and ring the bell to never miss a wild adventure.